My name is Karan Gunukula, and I work as a group technical program manager at Coinbase. I was at Amazon prior to this, working as a principal technical program manager, leading a team of TPMs, working closely with engineers, scientists, extended cross-functional stakeholders to build 0 to 1 generative AI products. I have a bachelor's in electrical engineering and a master's in business administration. It was great, actually. It was super awesome to see the breadth of experience or breadth of folks who were able to attend. And the crowd is also pretty amazing. It was good to drive through my understanding of a technical program manager in the space of AI and have had solid questions about the role, how has it evolved, and how it continues to stay relevant in the field of AI and how folks are interested in getting into this space. So overall, it's pretty encouraging and exciting. So the focus of my talk primarily was about the role of a technical program manager, which has now gotten into becoming an integral part of the architectural layer in itself. What I mean by that is execution and orchestration are as important in this field or in the space of building AI products, and primarily building AI products that scale to millions of users and not just focusing on code or models. So my talk focused around that primarily. I introduced building on my experience, what the key failure modes could be, building such AI products. At the same point in time, introduced bunch of frameworks that developers experienced professionals can actually use in order to focus on building AI products that really matter to customer and that at the same point in time can scale to millions of users. Yes, so I would say it's continually evolving for the fact that quintessentially TPMs were focused on driving cross-functional execution. In the space of traditional software development, you're working backwards from the features, a product feature, going about through the drills of program management to ensure the product is envisioned right, to ensure the product is delivered right, to ensure the product is our product, for that matter of fact, feature also is out of the door in an appropriate manner. But in the space of AI, I would say there is increased responsibility that actually comes in, because you not just have to be feature ready, you need to be behavior ready. You need to ensure security, legal, all cross-functional teams are also equally contributing to a build that is enterprise grade. At the same point in time, that is continuing to be relevant to the vision that was actually put together in the first place, and that also focuses on adding value to the customer. So a TPM, their role starts the moment product defines the why and what associated with the product, and how engineering focuses on the how aspect of things. TPM, they come into focus on the when aspect of product build, and not just starting from a point wherein they're working closely with product to define the MVP, to define the incremental build, but to all the way ensuring appropriate orchestration and ensuring that the product is delivered timely and also in a materially beneficial manner for the customers is something that's super critical that TPM owns in the space. So I think there are multiple facets in itself. I'll just focus on how TPMs have ensured or driven an AI build that is that is different from traditional I would say software build. The primary reason being the quintessential software build would focus on the key aspects of what features need to be developed, and then you go about through your waterfall or agile based approaches to go about building that. In the space of AI, there are multiple components or dimensions that have come in actually to be relevant, to be to not include any kind of bias, to ensure it is secure and safe with the responses that it's actually providing, because the downstream impacts of the recommendations that are being provided are significantly critical. So take into, and then there are continued changes and regulations out there associated with AI build that you need to take into account. There is a dimension of models and technology beneath it that is continually changing, that is very different from what traditional software actually build would look like. So TPMs are now expected, I would say, are to be continually on top of such systemic changes which are happening at a drastic rate, and ensure to incorporate that within the build process while not veering away from the original vision that has actually been set out, and delivering an experience that still adds value by the time you actually started. A simple example is these managed infrastructure instances for AI did not exist 2 years ago or 3 years ago. So from where it started to right now, like being able to continually ensure fungibility, modularity in your build, I believe has been the key differentiator. And you're bringing in a vantage point that is much more holistic as a TPM, as opposed to somebody who is just laser focused on building a component within that view. So that's my opinion about how things have changed from a TPM standpoint. They've become much more adept to the space of AI, and even for that matter of fact, the enablers, if you actually look at it, like tools such as Cloud Code, Cursor, Lovable, and Vercel, and all these tools, they are ensuring TPMs also have material amount of knowledge to roll up their sleeves to do things if need be, or ensure things that are getting into development are super streamlined so that you're able to ensure the build is faster. I think a general advice that I would give holistically for folks who are interested about opportunities in this space, I think it's a great time to focus on building. The borders or boundaries between job families are soon blurring, and there is continued conversations with regards to phasing out of jobs and everything. But I believe it's getting to a point wherein things are evolving significantly. So keep building. Really work backwards from that customer problem statement, and as a TPM you have a vantage point that is pretty unique, so really leverage all of this to guide build to something that really addresses the customer problem or adds value in the long run.